Well, this is my 2004 Big Dog Chopper. I've had this motorcycle about a year. I've got about 10,000 miles on it, which means I ride this motorcycle a whole lot. This bike's a lot different than most of the motorcycles that I ride. Certainly a lot different than the dirt bikes, which are made completely for off-road. As you can tell, it's stretched out a lot further. It's got a 107 cubic inch S&S motor on it. I put the Vance & Hines big radius pipes on it, changed the breather on it, put a little bit of light action up underneath the gas tank. The paint job is one of the things that I love the most about this bike. It's kind of got a patriotic theme, but it's kind of got a flame theme too. It's a one-of-a-kind paint job that was done at Big Dog in Wichita. This bike's a lot of fun to ride, and it takes a little bit of time to put gas in it, because normally when I stop at the gas station, there's somebody who wants to come up and talk about the bike, which I love doing anyway. Well, custom bikes are popular all over, and Nashville's certainly no exception. I got some friends of mine coming over. We're going to ride for a little while. I think my brother Jeff, Don, Brian, and Mark are all coming over.
What's up with that truck?
That's my old 51 Ford truck that I kind of pro-streeted. Take a look at it. Up under here.
Oh, look at that.
Little small block in it. Got the tunnel ram, 2 4-barrels. Got a 4-speed. It's pretty rough and red like a red light.
Do you pass up any gas stations?
No, I don't pass too many gas stations. What about these motorcycles over here, guys?
We call this our Tangerine bike. We made it up at Bobstar Customs. It's a Yamaha power plant. It's a Roadstar 98 cubic inch motor, carbureted. Tangerine color is a house of colors. It gets a lot of attention. Beautiful looking bike. Got an ostrich seat with a Stingray in the middle, the inset. This is the prototype to our production frames now that we make for Yamaha motors. We've built Harleys and other bikes, but the Metric V-Twins are really getting popular. It's a popular bike.
We built this pretty much for a promotional piece and show people what we can do for the corporate industry. Get a lot of attention with it. It's Harley powered, 6-speed GEMS transmission. A lot of custom work done on it. Football seat out of actual football.
Flying V bike I've been working on for about 2 years. Designed the frame from scratch, single-sided swing arm. Got a Patrick Racing 113-inch all-billet motor. A lot of Arlen Ness parts, Accutronics forward controls. A lot of it was custom fabricated. The handlebars we built from scratch so that we could have internal clutch and brake cable. And the paint's kind of nice too. We've got some inlay of sort of a 3D foil tape. And the seat was made by High-End Customs. It's got crocodile down the center, sort of in an odd shape to go with the graphics on the bike.
What do you say we take these things for a ride?
Let's rock.
Get in the wind. Y'all ready to ride?
Let's ride.
Let's ride. At Quinn's Garage, no one's ever left stranded. We make sure whether it's at the racetrack, whether you're out on the side of the road somewhere, that we don't leave anybody stranded. We ran into a little problem with one of the bikes that we really didn't anticipate, but that didn't really present that much of a problem.
I'm down. We'll get her up though.
We got back to Quinn's Garage and we needed an Allen wrench, but it was very limited space and how much space we had to work. So we didn't actually have a tool to get in that space, but we made it. We just sit there and ground the end off of the Allen wrench, whatever we need to do to make the tool. It was nice to be able to see him ride off from the garage, you know, instead of having to trailer it off. With Quinn's Garage, if we don't have the tool, we'll try to figure out some kind of way to make it. Now let's go over to Don Gray's custom bike shop and see how some of these beautiful motorcycles are built. Don.
Hey, buddy, how you doing this
I'm
morning?
doing fine this morning. What you got new around here today?
We got a couple of bikes that we finished here not too long ago. I'd love to show them to you.
That's great. Appreciate you coming out and riding with us the other day, too. We had a lot of fun.
Oh, we did. This one I just finished for a guy.
What's the design, actually?
That's a Celtic design. All the markings on the bike are actually from the Scottish heritage. This bike we built for a girl. She's an old dirt bike rider. You know a little bit
Oh,
about.
yeah, I know a little bit about dirt bike
She
riding.
grew up on dirt bikes, and this is the first custom bike she's ever rode.
Wow.
And 5 minutes in the parking lot around the buildings, we took off on the highway, and she's just like a pro.
I recognize this one.
Yeah, we had it out today for the ride, the one that broke.
The one that broke. There's a Titan bike. I imagine that still gets a whole lot of attention.
It does.
What about the shop back here? I'm sure you probably got some that are
I got some
in
stuff
progress.
going on back here. Be happy to show you. This is a new project I've got. This is a 06 model bike. We buy brand new bikes, jerk the engine and everything out of them, and drivetrain electrical system out of it.
Oh, okay.
And this is one of our frames specially designed to fit the Roadstar motor. This is going to be called Jaws.
Jaws?
Yes, the guy's a big fisherman, so this is going to be a Jaws bike.
These are wheels going to stay on the bike?
These wheels will stay on the bike. It looks like they've got a little jaw teeth cut out of it.
Oh, yeah, they sure do.
We're doing a fancy little chin spoiler here that'll have a dip that'll show this point in it, and it'll come up kind of like the front bow of a boat.
Oh, yeah.
The paint actually is going to take a chunk out of the corner of the fender where it looks like a shark bit.
Oh, there you go with the
The fender's
teeth mark.
going to be there, but we're going to paint the tire in that portion where we take the hunk out. We're going to have a shark come busting out of the gas tank, ripping the metal, and he's going to hold a hog in his mouth.
because it's a metric
There
bike.
you go.
Well, we're back on the road. Stay tuned for more Quinn's Garage.